Bola Tinubu approaches you to work with him, would you?
It will never happen.
Work with him, would you?
It will never happen.
Okay, which one? Which of the scenarios? Him approaching you or you accepting to work with him?
Oh my gosh, I don't want to betray privilege. Somebody from Bola Tinubu's camp has already reached out to me, and I told the person that, look, it cannot happen. I can't do it. It's just against my principles. I'm not. Some people can do that. It's not in my DNA. I can't do it. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I wish Bola Tinubu well if he eventually is sworn in and then the courts uphold his victory. But I can never work with him.
That was Reno Omokri. You know, this time, that was Reno Omokri. You know, since yesterday, they have been trending that Tinubu don't make them ambassador. Tinubu don't appoint 32 additional ambassadors, including these 3 liars, these 3, or 2 of them, especially the 2 of them that have been trending since yesterday. 3 of them that have been trending, make headlines. Reno Omokri, FFK, Fani Kayode, and Professor Yahoo, INEC. Tinubu don't compensate 3 of them. They have been trending since yesterday. So I want you to take your time, watch this video. What internet does not forget, it never forgets. This is what Reno Omokri said when during campaign and when the matter was in the court there. What Reno Omokri said. I want just to take your mind back. Watch this video. We'll come back and talk about it. Then after, you will give Reno Omokri a name. Don't forget to like, share this video, like, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please do turn on the notification bell so that you get to see updates like this next time. Oh yeah, now be your guy. Run out for me now.
Talking about the opposition, let's deviate a little bit and get your take on recent reports around claims of drug trafficking and money laundering, of course being tagged to the presidential candidate of the APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. With what lens do you view this reports, let's put it that way, ahead of next year's activities, and what course do you expect events to take during the course of next year?
Look, I went to Chicago myself. Nobody told me I went to Chicago myself. I went to the court where Bola Tinubu had this issue. I went to the Chicago State University. I went there, I saw the documents myself. Bola Tinubu is a known Lord. I went there. No, I mean, another person isn't telling me. You see the picture on the screen? I took that picture. If you move to the right, you're going to see me in that picture. Bola Tinubu is a known Lord. He has this man who's meant to be the Minister of Labor and Productivity, or rather say on productivity, who went on TV to try to hoodwink Nigerians, telling them that the charge against Bola Tinubu was just for tax, that all he paid was tax, that it had nothing to do with drugs. That is a big lie. I have the document here. Nigerians can see it. I hope you can see it on the screen here. I have the document here. It actually says, and if you look at it, it says docket. A docket, and as I'm speaking, your viewers can go on Google and fact check me. A docket is used for a criminal pending. A criminal pending. So you don't use a docket for a civil matter. And then right on the very first paragraph on this docket, it says that this is a forfeiture action under section under 21 USC section 881. USC is the United States Criminal Code. I will state it again. USC is the United States Criminal Code. Now, if you're watching at home, you can go on Google and you can fact check me. The United States Criminal Code is Title 18 USC, United States Criminal Code. And I'm going to read what section 881 of the USC, the Criminal Code, says. Now, this is it. I'm reading it. Nigerians can see it here. This is what I'm reading. It says, the following shall be subject to forfeiture to the United States, and no property rights shall exist in them. All monies, negotiable instruments, securities, or other things of value furnished or intended to be furnished by any person in exchange for a controlled substance or listed chemical in violation of this subchapter. All proceeds traceable to such an exchange, and all monies, negotiable instruments, and securities used or intended to be used to facilitate any violation of this subchapter. The word used there is controlled substances. Now, for Nigerians who may not understand this, a controlled substance are what they call narcotics, hard drugs. In this case, it was white heroin. Bola Tinubu was involved in a white, and he was the treasurer of that cartel. And then he put some monies into an account. He was working for Mobile, and as he was working for Mobile, his salary was $2,400. Yet he paid in a total of $1.4 million into several accounts. Now, he was asked to explain how he got those monies. He could not explain how he got those monies. So one of those accounts, the monies in there, $460,000, it was forfeited to the United States government. It was not taxed. Now, there is only one agency of the United States government that has been given the authority to take forfeited amounts amount, and that is the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service. If you look at the case of the U.S. state, the state versus Ismail Zambauda, who was the leader of the Sinaloa drug cartel, the exact same language that was used in this docket is the exact same language that was used for that man, Ismail Zambauda. And if you're watching me, you can Google it. That it says that you agree to forfeit $5 million to the United States, word for word with what was used for Bola Tinubu. The only difference is the amount. Bola Tinubu forfeited $460,000. Ismail Zambauda forfeited $5 million. But the source of the money came from the same place, drugs.
Yeah, but let me come in very quickly. So some people, of course, of the school of thought will say to you, forfeiture is in fact a civil proceeding, not a criminal proceeding. What do you say to that? Also, an indictment is an allegation, and not a conviction. There is that school of thought around it. Does it hold any weight for you?
No, I have a master's in law from the United Kingdom. You know, the man who came to speak, what's his name, Festus Keyamo. And look, the Legal Practitioners Privileges Council, they have to sanction Festus Keyamo because what he did was either very dishonest or very ignorant or both. And you've got foreign embassies who are watching this and they have equivalent titles to the Senior Advocate of Nigeria. If they watch on television this man speaking so ignorantly and so dishonestly, they're going to tell their own governments that, listen, we need to stop having equivalency with the Senior Advocate of Nigeria because standards have dropped. A forfeiture flows from a... Look, you can have forfeiture in a civil matter, which is rare, but most forfeitures will flow from a criminal charge. Most forfeitures will flow from a criminal charge. And you also have it here in the EFCC in Nigeria. You can check it in the EFCC in Nigeria. You have several governors who have gone to jail. I don't want to mention their names because I don't want to hurt their families, but they forfeited their houses, they forfeited monies in their accounts to the federal government through the EFCC. It's the same thing with the United States. It wasn't a civil matter. I mean, I just showed you the docket. I mean, I hope your cameras can catch it. If you're watching me on at home, go on Google. Don't take my word. Assuming Reno Omokri is lying to you, check the word docket. A docket is not used for a civil matter. This is a criminal matter. Look at it there. You know, it says there, you know, I'm going to read it for you. Docketed July 28. And then it says that verified complaint of forfeiture. Is a complaint used in a civil matter? So, I mean, these people, they are trying to hoodwink Nigerians. They are trying to pull the wool over the eyes of Nigerians. And it's so disappointing.
Reno, just to butt in there, I mean, yes, the cameras can see the document that you have there, you know, very clearly, and you have displayed it twice. That's okay. But my question is, how is the document that you are holding different from the certified true copy that the U.S. court released last week? And how does that detract from the fact that by 2003, 10 years after, you know, the alleged infringement and the case and everything, that the U.S. court declared that Bola Tinubu was no longer under investigation and that the case had been closed, having forfeited more than $400,000, you know, to the U.S. government. Is there still a case there? And how is this different from the certified true copy that the court released last week?
No. This is the certified true copy. This is it. This is the first page. Don't you see it there? A true copy attested. Thomas G. Bolton Clerk. Yeah. This is a certified true copy. This is what you're talking about.
It's the same thing, yeah.
This is a document.
Okay. So it's the same document that Nigerians have seen.
Let me respond to your questions.
All right. Go on.
Yeah, please let me respond to your question. Yeah, so what you have, I'm going to give you a very good example. The United States, you know, they do not have exactly the same kind of criminal system that you have in Nigeria. So for instance now, maybe you are charged for an offense in the United States. There's something called a plea bargain. Now, it takes a lot of money to prosecute a case in America. It can take millions of dollars to prosecute a case in America. And sometimes when you prosecute a case in America, you might not even get a conviction. But when you have a defendant in a case who agrees to a plea bargain and says, okay, yes, I know that you've charged me to court and I know that this and this and this and this are what you're saying, but you know what, instead of going all the way, I actually agree to these and these charges, and then let's reach a settlement. And that's what happened in this case. In this case, what they were going after, they were not going after Bola Tinubu as the main defendant. They were going after two people. One of them, his name is Muiz Akonde, and then the other one is a gentleman called Agbele. They are both in Nigeria. Now, as I'm speaking to you right now, I will ask Nigerians to go through the list, the Executive Council of the Lagos State Government, and then see if there's any familiar names there, and then begin to ask questions. Why is that person in the Lagos State Executive Council, and what is the relationship of that person to this Akonde that was mentioned in this drug case involving Bola Tinubu? I'm not going to say more, you know. Anyway, so going back there, when you have a plea bargain, and then you say, okay, I'm going to forfeit this, then the government walks away because they don't want to go through a lengthy trial. What they just want to do is to destroy your criminal organization. I'm going to give you an example now. You've had several drug cartel leaders, several, not one, several drug cartel leaders who have reached plea bargain agreements with the United States to forfeit loads of money, to forfeit sometimes as much as hundreds of millions of dollars. And then when that's done, they go their way, and then the United States goes their way, and then their criminal enterprise is destroyed. That is what happened here. The forfeiture of that $460,000 was meant to be punitive, was meant to smash that white heroin drug cartel, and then when the US government felt that they succeeded in doing that, then the case ended. I do agree that this case has been closed. I'm not saying that this case is still pending, but what I'm saying is that as at the time when this case was pending, it wasn't just a civil matter, it arose out of a criminal matter, and that Bola Tinubu was at the heart of this cartel. Okay. And here is the challenge for Nigeria. If we elect, can I finish please? If we elect a known Lord as our president, it's going to have serious ramifications on our economy. You're going to have what happened in Colombia, where major banks and foreign direct investors did not want to invest in Colombia because their president was linked to drugs. It's going to happen to Nigeria, and that is going to drive the value of the naira down. It's going to have an effect on you when you travel with your green passport, because you are going to be looked automatically as a suspect.
Alpha, did you see? You listen to this? Now, the thing is, when Reno Omokri said this about Tinubu, he has not said anything. Nobody has charged Reno Omokri to court. Reno Omokri has not deleted this video. It's still on the internet today. Reno Omokri has not issued any apology to anybody. Reno Omokri has not retracted his statement concerning what he said in Tinubu, about Tinubu. Everything he said, that means it stands. That means he was saying the truth. But now, Reno Omokri is now working for a criminal, right? Reno Omokri is now working for a criminal, because if they have sued him to court for defamation of character, they would have asked him to delete this video. They pulled this video down, but no, nobody reacted. He never deleted the video. That means whatever he says on this video, it stands, and the video is still there today. If he has retracted, issued an apology, everything he said on this video, that apology will overrule this one. Do you understand? So he will take back his statement, but he never did, and he's still there. Now Tinubu now make this person an ambassador, because he has, after a while, he sees that the trend, Tinubu wants this one, Tinubu, and there's nothing he can do about it again. After all, he needs money. He now turned against oppositions, started attacking Peter Obi, started attacking everybody, and defending Tinubu, God. He started defending Tinubu. Gradually, Tinubu now pay attention to Reno Omokri and the rest. Today now, they have been rewarded for being a liar, for defending Tinubu, for speaking for Tinubu and speaking bad about others. Because Reno Omokri, he can talk, he can lie. He's a good liar rather than a good person. So that is it. Today now, Reno Omokri is working for a criminal, because he called Tinubu a drug lord, a criminal. What he said. So we can as well say that Reno Omokri said it. So Reno Omokri now is now working for a criminal. Can you now imagine? He's working for a drug lord, and everything Reno Omokri said on this video, is it not what is happening today? That this will crumble our economies, that this will prevent foreigners coming to Nigeria to invest. Where are the foreigners now? Is any foreigners coming to invest in this country? Are they not looking down on us? Our institutions has been destroyed. There's no law again. Do you understand? Everything he said is today now our economy is like just that one crumble. The country is not safe because of this. Countries, these small Africa countries are not looking down on us. All because of Tinubu. Especially the recent one where Reno Omokri went to America to this issue of genocide when it newly started. Reno Omokri thought it was just a joke, as normal thing. He went to the America to bring this, what was his name? To defend Tinubu. And that one ended up disgracing Tinubu, disgracing Reno Omokri, and disgracing APC government, because it was a shame. Since then, Reno Omokri has not said anything about that. He hid himself in shame because it was too obvious. He was disgraced. Do you understand? Now, because of that, subsequent defending Tinubu, bad behavior, bad governance, Tinubu now decided to reward him for being loyal. Today now, Reno Omokri don't write congratulations. He don't thank Tinubu. He now praising Tinubu. Can you imagine? It's just like what Daniel Bola said before. And now, Daniel Bola said if you give Tinubu 30 years, he cannot face this country. Tinubu is everything. He's a liar. He's this, he's that. Tinubu, up to date now. So it is okay. Tinubu is paying more attention, recruiting people that has no integrity, no values, that are not competent into his government. Or with this level we are now, that people are crying, people are dying. You should have thought, okay, this man will be sensible enough to recruit people of integrity, people with capacity. Now he's recruiting these people so that they can lie, because they are very good in lying. They are very good. Reno Omokri can stage a lie here and there. He can act very well. He can act. He can perform. And FFK and Mahmoud. Tinubu now reward. Now we will not in this country now. INEC chairman. This Yahoo is not ambassador. Is not our ambassador. Hey, this word. This word. Anyways, it's just only 2 years. It's just only 2 years. Can you imagine? INEC chairman that put us in this problem is now ambassador after he just left office. Tinubu now reward him. Can you imagine? And you say this country will get better under Tinubu for recruiting these people. What is the purpose of recruiting these people now? Appointing these people as an ambassador. Some of these people with no integrity, no character, they are not of good character. You recruit them just to defend Tinubu. Just to defend Tinubu. It's nothing much. Not Reno Omokri now cannot tell Tinubu what is wrong. Oh, you know, I don't need to explain this to you now. He's appointing them now just to defend him. That there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. If any other thing happens in this country, people that can defend him very well. And once election come in 2027, people that can speak for him, at that time, all of them will collect. All of them will collect. We don't know all of them now. No, this is not like 2015, where a lot of presidents do not know Reno Omokri, they don't know FFK, they don't know Mamu. Now, the whole Nigerians, they don't know these people now, that they are liars. So nobody pay attention to whatever they are saying again. Do you understand? So whenever Reno Omokri speak, you can't listen to everything he says, you know he's lying. So that's just basically what it means. Anyways, I just want you to see that Tinubu has rewarded them for defending them. Can you imagine? Anyways, what do you think about this? Share this video, like, share, comment, and follow for more. Subscribe to this YouTube channel.